Looks like the thief scaled this wall, got off with a spaniel, kicked a rat in the pelvis, felt upset, went back to the spaniels for seconds, and ran into that building over there. Now just a little more skulking.
Oh, line up all the Annie Raffertys and I'll kiss them. Sure as a girl with the hair dark and wavy, standing in the moonlight, drinking gravy. Hi-ho, not many miles to go. Hi-ho.
Ah, God in heaven.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm down here, you idiot. Get off my wrists.
Are you part of the wall?
No, I am not part of the wall. I'm a human man, a detective one.
Hey, you're that defective Ralph Lauren.
It's Rex Logan, actually.
Wow, you working on a case right now? I can help you.
Can you please leave? This case is at a very precarious stage and you're really not making it any better.
Precarious? It's my favorite part of the case. I'm a detective too, you know. I can help.
I doubt that very much. Now run along for ages so that I'll never see you again.
But I can help though. Bling blang, fix. Case solved. Easy.
You think this is easy? Listen to this, if you can. Inside that house lies the priceless coin of Cablana, stolen from a museum earlier today by some class of madman. The coin contains elements of both ice and bronze and holds within it untold power. Now, in the wrong hands, it can be extremely dangerous. Now, judging by that glazed look in your eye, I assume very little, if any, of that is actually registered with you.
I registered it. I can help you find these killer bananas.
Look for bananas all you want, but do it somewhere else. Now leave!
Scale the perimeter wall. Take out guard with a swift blow to the neck. Remove his belt. Use belt to muzzle the dog. Retrieve the coin and escape out the east gate. Outcome: brilliant.
I got it. I got the coin.
Fuck off, I'm supposed to, I mean, how did you get it?
Simple. The wall. That crumpled. The guard, he fell asleep. And the dog, he came on to me.
Right. Well done, Mr.
Thank you.
And who do I thank for finding the coin?
Me, I found the coin.
I know you found the coin, but under what title should I address you?
Me, I found the coin like 9 seconds ago.
I know you found the coin 9 seconds ago, but under what title should I address you? What is your epithet? What is your mention? What's your bloody name?
Like that, at your service. You know, we worked well together. We should team up.
Thanks for finding the coin, but I'm afraid I work alone.
I basically solved the case for you.
Okay, look, a preliminary interview. Be at my office at 8 in the morning.
Don't know where you work.
Well, if you're a detective like you say you are, it should be easy, eh?
We'll tie up your squirrels if you don't want to get them into fights. Stop saying that. Cancel your lips. Hey, this was for you.
Busy morning?
Well, let's just say I had to fight a few fellas on the way up the stairs.
Well, let's just say you're late. And that you bypassed my receptionist. That's not how we enter buildings. So tell me, mister...
Yeah.
Would it be too much bother if I asked you to get out of my chair at all?
I'm sorry, I lack the ability to determine the authoritative side of a room.
I can certainly confirm that you have been incorrect with the placement of your posterior, Mr. Nash. So, tell me about some of your cases.
Okay, cases. I definitely had some. There was the case of the dragon.
The dragon?
No. It was the dragooned feet. And then there was the mystery of the stolen stuff. And then there was the case of the golden silver.
The gold and silver. Explain a little of that one to me.
Oh, that was an intriguing one. You see the gold?
Silver gold.
Exactly. The silver gold was intercepted at an intersection. And it was on course for an Indian.
I better take the dictionary away from you there before you damage your toe.
Insulted.
Michael Bunting, and this is the news. A man was found dead at sea today. He was later arrested for the murder of 7 salmon.
Turn it up.
A farmer made an incredible discovery after falling through a hole in his Wellington. He found himself surrounded by what can only be described as dragoon feet. It is thought that the cavern he found via his Wellington boot is an old abandoned gold mine made entirely of silver. The prize peacock of Lord Arthur Barnaville has gone missing, just 2 days before the annual Birds of Wonder competition. Foul play is being considered, no pun intended. This follows a spate of avian robberies over the last 3 weeks, where a total of 60 birds have now disappeared. People have flocked to the scene of this latest robbery, pun intended.
That's Lord Arthur Barnaville. He was my old music teacher.
Right then.
I was taken to hospital last
So,
night after he tripped over.
You know this Lord Barnaville?
Sure, yeah, I know him. I was his star pupil. He took me under his wing. His classes were a bit stuffy though, so I quit. I formed my own band. Now, he says we had a chance of going professional if only we were a bit better.
Look, just make the call. Here. And put it on gramophone mode.
Mr. Lord Barnaville, it's Mick Nash.
Ah, Michael. How do you do, young man? Are you still working in the Owl Sanctuary?
Nope, I haven't worked there for years.
Oh, that's right. Where is my mind? The Ostrich Academy? No. You moved on from there to the Southern Hasps and Fasteners Association. Then you worked with the Binocular Brothers. And now you're a barman at the Whistling Hen.
Mr. Lord, I'm a detective.
Detective? My dear boy, if there's one thing you certainly are not, it's a detective.
Look, I'm here with Rex Logan, and he was wondering if you would consider enlisting us in finding your bird.
Rex Logan? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. I'll pay you boys double.
Double what?
Double the money.
No, never mind. It's on us.
It's not on us. What are you doing?
I wouldn't hear of it. Of course I'll pay you.
You will not now.
Hang up, will you? Just hang up.
Sure, what's money? Only notes and coins. Hey, I hate ending calls on coin.
You're lucky I haven't turfed you out in your ear. You lied about being a detective, you lied about the cases, and you nearly done me out of a wage. The only reason you're even still here is because you know Barnaville.
Right, let's go. Follow me.
You follow me if
You
anything.
don't know the way.
Well then, tell me the way, and then follow me then.
Ah, boys, thank you for seeing me.
That's the alternative side. Will you get back? I told you about that half an hour ago.
I'm in terrible need of your help. Over the last few weeks, several of my birds have gone missing. I've informed the police, but so far they've found nothing. No evidence at all. Last night, my prize peacock Erasmus disappeared, and I'm heartbroken. He really is much more than just a pet to me.
What kind of peacock is Erasmus?
Prize.
Indian blue for the most part, but he emits an ethereal glow. He is spectacular at dusk and dawn, and during the day. He was a shoo-in to win the competition tomorrow. It's a well-known fact that he can talk and sing and dance and frolic. What's unknown, though, is that I taught him to do those things in my unique music room.
Hey, whoa, hey. You have a music room?
This way, gents. It always does that. I am sorry, I have to get that fixed. It might not look like much, but if I were to... Oh, I can't let you see this bit. If you'd like to take a seat there, Michael. This is experienced only in sitting in the chair, or standing here like us. After several weeks of this, the music permeates your soul and you become at one with the music. If you have even the slightest musical inclination, you attain abilities you never dreamed possible. Through it, I taught Erasmus how to sing like any classically trained human.
That's truly amazing, Mr. Barnaville. How did you find a way of harnessing the music in that way?
I've studied music from a very young age. I'm completely immersed in it. I move to the drum beat. I work to the gentle plucking of the harp. I speak to the soft drones of the woodwind.
That's lovely.
How come you never took us here when you were teaching me music?
Well, maybe if you stayed under my tutelage longer and not formed your own band, I would have one day.
And you never will.
Now, you two are the only two people that know of this room's existence. It is imperative that what I've shown you here does not go beyond this door.
This door here or the front door? Because I still really want to talk about this when we're out in the hallway.
Your secret is safe with us, Mr. Barnaville. Now, could you show us where Erasmus was taken from? I really feel we must move with haste.
Certainly, Mr. Logan. But first I must ask you to put on these two blindfolds and I'll lead you out to the paddocks. And remove them. Let's go. Will I live to see 24? The way things are going, I don't know. Here we are now.
Ah, jeepers! You know, you nearly frightened the life out of me. You never do that, especially not in a peacock's house.
I do apologise. Rex Logan, Mick Nash. This is Turner. He's worked here for 30 years now. Does excellent work with the birds. Turner here will tell you anything you need to know.
Have you noticed anything suspicious over the last few weeks?
Oh God! Suspicious! Oh God! Oh wow! Oh my! Oh my! Oh wow! Oh. Wait, how long have you got?
About 10 bloody seconds. Come on, out with it.
Hang on now. There's no need to be telling me the seconds. That's not something you want to hear, especially in a peacock's house.
But we really do need to know if you notice anything out of the ordinary. The longer it takes for us to assess the evidence, the harder it will be for us to solve the case.
The longer the case, the more evidence you...
Enough with the stalling. Come on, out with it, bird boy.
Oh my God! You're after... Oh, I almost dropped. Oh, I almost passed droppings. Dunbar Wilcox. Barnaville fired him because he found him snooping around his house at the dead of night. Now, he'd be the #1 suspect in my book. Another #1 suspect of the same book, though, would be Reginald Quackmaclet, the owner of the Fox Lodge Manor. Very proud of fox up there, and therefore very anti-bird. Quackmaclet stated that his foxes were being chased and killed by pheasants. It wouldn't surprise me if he was sending his foxes loose on Barnaville's prized possessions. After all, they don't call him Quackmaclet for nothing.
This Dunbar Wilcox character interests me. Where could we find him?
Oh, he could be easily blinded. It's quite simple, really. Just aim for the eye and you'll be fine.
No. Where can we find him?
Oh, well, in the pub. But if you can't find him there, he'll be at his house. Okay, he lives there.
Just as I suspected. Now we're getting places. Where's this house you speak of?
Oh, well, you just go straight out the front gate, keep going until you come to the bottom of a steep hill, keep going straight for a mile, you'll come to a crossroads.
I think you're feeding us wrong directions.
Oh, of course you do! Everything I say, you constantly have to disagree with. I'm sick of you always taking issue with everything I say. I mean, jeepers!
There's a sign down the road, and it says to Dunbar Wilcox house, and it's pointing the other direction.
Yeah, that's if you're going by foot, you go that direction. Look, you just follow a long dirt track road, you'll come across a field, at the end of that field there's a scarecrow. Then turn right for a mile.
Spend a mile turning right, or after a mile turn right?
I don't know anymore. I'm just really upset about the birds. That's the scarecrow.
The scarecrow?
Yes, Wilcox. He acts as a scarecrow now.
Dunbar Wilcox's job is to scare birds.
Yeah.
Let's go. So how could you possibly have seen the Dunbar Wilcox sign? It was over 200 yards away.
I worked in an owl sanctuary with the old binocular brothers. Surely a man of your intellect should have worked that out by now.
What are you telling me? You've supervision.
I've incredible vision, equal to that to the great horned owl. And I've never been a supervisor, so you're wrong again, I'm afraid.
What are your thoughts on Turner?
I hate him.
Leaving your personal views aside for a minute, do you think he was feeding us wrong directions purposefully, or was he just too upset to think straight?
Wilcock, he's our guy. I say we go down there, we knock him off his stick, shake him till a straw comes out, and we get some answers.
You do know that he's not actually a scarecrow.
Look!
Dunbar Wilcox. My name is Detective Rex Logan. This is my partner, Mick Nash. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
We'll cut him off at his house.
That's not cutting him off, that's just visiting him.
We don't have any old brother ideas.
Yeah, you're right, come on.
So, we meet again, Logan and Nash. It's amazing to think that just a few moments ago you were chasing me down the road.
Yes. We would like to ask you a few questions about your work for Barnaville. We believe he fired you recently. Can you tell us why?
Yes. Yes, oh yes. No. Why ask me? I'm just a little girl.
Ah, sweet lord, this fellow's less insane than Turner, but not by much.
What can you tell us about your work for Barnaville?
The boys have been brilliant. The peacock is a wonderful chap. Top class. At the end of the day, The gaffers come in and sack me. Wonderful chap.
Look, we know you didn't have anything to do with the disappearance of the birds. We just want to know what led to you being let go.
I'm sorry. Sorry about all the voices. I just hate confrontation. I find myself retreating into all these characters as a defence mechanism. You should never fall.
What do you mean?
You may have heard the rumour about the farmer who fell through his Wellington and landed in a gold and silver cavern. I'm that farmer. I now have night terrors. I hear birdsong in my dreams. I was putting the birds down for the night and I saw something out of the corner of my eye glistening. Underneath some thick brush, I discovered an old metal door. I stepped inside and entered a dark cavern. The walls were paved with gold, silver gold. I'd never seen anything like it. I must have bumped my head on a low-hanging rock, because when I came to, I found myself outside a duck enclosure in my socks.
What type of socks?
Bird handling brown. Still with some chores to do, I sneaked into Barnaville's house to get some old boots. And Turner must have thought I had sinister intentions, because he raised the alarm, and Barnaville instantly fired me.
What happened to the boots?
That, I'm afraid, remains a mystery.
The game's afoot. We must move with haste. I believe I know exactly what happened.
To the Wellingtons?
The birds, Barnaville, the music, even the Wellingtons. Wilcox, can you tell us where the store is located? Aha. Peacock droppings. We're on the right trail, all right?
Too much further?
There's definitely peacock droppings. It's just here. But I can go no further. The memory of that night, the sound of the birds, it's too much.
Aha! A Wellington with fresh mud in it. If my theory is correct. Here, hold on.
The silver, gold and dragoon feet that you know so well. You should be an expert here.
Hey, now, cases I've worked on, things like dragoon feet or silver gold weren't really that pivotal to the case. And they're not really something I want to dwell upon now or ever again.
Ah, one muddy footprint. Looks like the Mono Wellington wearer went this way.
The devil was that?
Sounds to me like the distant hum of 70 birds, singing in unison, being conducted by a man with a small iron bar, wearing one Wellington and a feathered hat. Very specific.
The game is up, Turner!
Oh, thank God you're here. And just after finding all the birds.
I'm afraid we're not buying your lies this time, Turner. All the evidence points towards you.
Oh wait, you've nothing on me.
We got everything on you, you weaselly old bastard.
You just shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, or I'll knock your nostrils off with this iron bar.
There's no iron bars where you're going. Prison. Okay, Logan, he's going to take over. He'll explain things, but you're caught.
I just found Barnaville's birds. Now, what possible evidence could you have on me?
Perhaps then you can explain exactly why you've recently become deaf, and why you wear your Wellington 7 sizes too big for you.
I lost hearing in my left ear during a high-stakes game of poker. I suffer from penny-farthing foot syndrome. That's not something I like to dwell on, but I buy shoes that are 7 sizes too big for me. That's hardly any incriminating evidence. You're going to have to do much better than that. And as you try to figure out what happened, I might begin to just gradually escape.
There's no escape for you, unless something drastic happens.
Allow me to explain my theory. You witnessed Wilcox as he discovered the door. You hopped onto the door just as he disappeared, hit him over the head in the cavern, knocking him out. You then brought him back to the duck house, aware that his Wellingtons were the key to travel to the underground cavern. You robbed him, forcing him to find alternative footwear in Barnaville's mansion. You were waiting in the wings, ready to raise the alarm the moment he entered the building. You wear the knee pads as Wellington suspenders, as it's the only way you have of keeping them on. Given your penchant for eavesdropping, you soon discovered Barnaville's music room and set to work teaching the birds to sing, devising a concert of epic proportions involving 70 singing birds with you in the lead role. Due to your overuse of the music room, you've become deaf in your left ear. Taking the recordings in the room, you fed them to the unfortunate Wilcox house, night after night, driving him to the brink of insanity, and ensuring he developed a fear of all birds, save for the duck, and thusly would never discover your plot. One by one you'd take Barnaville's birds, teach them to sing, and transplant them to the cavern.
Now what motive could I possibly have? I've worked diligently with Barnaville for 30 years.
Evidence is plenty without motive. We don't need one.
I'm quite sure I know your motives.
Well, we got one anyway.
I can only guess that Barnaville was your music teacher, and due to your high-pitched voice, you got overlooked for musical parts that you desperately wanted. Upon discovering the music room, you felt this was finally your chance to shine. Utilise the room and then stage a magnificent show involving you and Barnaville's birds. The rounds that you have gone to, I can only assume that Barnaville is already here to witness it, probably being held against his will.
Very good, Mr. Brogan. Very good indeed. But I believe ye are powerless to stop me. Imagine the wattage of these speakers at full volume. You can only save one of them, you know. Save Barnaville, and Erasmus gets his feathers blown to dust. Save Erasmus, and Barnaville, well, a man of his age.
Have you forgotten how to count? There's 1, 2, 2 of us.
Not for long. Come on! Those feathers are from the fabled contented bird of well-walking Ireland. Now extinct, its feathers are poisonous to humans. Goodbye, gentlemen. Now, Barnaville, my voice, you are the goal to reject time and time again, will be the last thing you ever experience as you slowly slip from this life.
I'll give you another chance, but please let Erasmus go. He has no part in this.
You chose Erasmus over me in your musical version of Romeo and Juliet. I was perfect for the lead role. You even had the gall to overlook me for the role of Benvolio. You chose a sparrow over me.
We'll do it again. I'll cast you.
It's too late.
Nash.
Just put it out.
Never do that to someone, especially when they're making a point. Ah, my cells!
There's no cells where you're going. Ah, scrap that. Looks like it's over for you, Featherface.
I teach you last year.
Thank you ever so much for your help, boys. I'll forever be indebted to you. But tell me, how did you survive the poison feathers?
Well, luckily Nash has certain avian traits, so it would appear that he's immune to the poison. In my case, it was simply down to careful planning. Knowing we were going to be dealing with birds of all codes, I wore my featherproof vest as a precaution.
Ha! Brilliant.
That was Erasmus.
He's still a little shaken up, but nothing a warm bath, nice feed, and a sensual massage won't fix. You're welcome to stay and watch if you'd like.
No. Thank you.
Is it just me or is half this town attracted to animals?
It's no worse than being attracted to walls, wouldn't you say?
Walls? What do you mean walls?
It's just something a little birdie told me.
Birds? Who are these birds? Come on, out with it.
Mick, let's just never mention birds. Ever again.
Agreed.
You will pay for this, Brogan and Lash. Not monetary terms, obviously, but in some other way. You never do that to someone. Not in a peacock's house.